Thanks for tuning back in. Catch the second half of the Willy's build. We built the car a few months ago. The owner took it to a car show or two, cruised it around, and now he wants to do some more upgrades. So this video will get you up to speed on what we did for that. But we got a lot of really cool stuff sitting over there. This is a 1928 Willy's Knight. This thing is freaking cool. All original steel. Even has the original woodworking there in the back. We'll get to that. Full custom build. Gosh, probably 20 some years ago. Oh yeah. And it died. All right, this thing is not wanting to stay running. With all the wires and everything attached to it, right?
Yep.
Here, don't just yank it, bro.
Daddy yank it, baby.
There you go. Keep pulling, keep pulling. All right.
Here's the carburetor. It's stuck on this side, so. Oh. Yay.
Lean on this.
Thank you.
Take the meat cleaver out. Don't hurt yourself with that thing.
I almost just did.
1982 called. They want their fan blade back. Yeah, don't throw it. I had one of these go through the hood of a Super Bee once and snow.
I bet that was fun.
It was not fun. All right, if you're gonna put a custom battery mount in your hot rod, please keep in mind you have to someday change the battery. This one is quite challenging. Got a brand new battery. To get this battery in, you have to finagle it all around the exhaust. Well, first, you have to get the cables out of the way. Then you have to twist it, spin it, find just the right way to hold your mouth to get the battery up in here. Doesn't want to go. Why doesn't it want to go? Stuck on something somewhere. All right, you can see we've got the Super Start Extreme all mounted up, hold down connected. We're gonna leave the ground off. We got some wiring to do for the electric fan. So somebody is gonna have to remind me to get back underneath this car and hook that up when it's all said and done. Other than that, oh yes, I am gonna wrap some heat wrap around that, just to help a little bit. It's, you can see we've got some room here, but better safe than sorry, right? We're ready to start slapping some new parts on this thing and get this hot rod back on the road. So I did not want to bore you with bolting the carburetor on, hooking up the linkage, distributor cap, coil, plugs and wires. But she's really starting to look like a hot rod. Got both sides done. Still dripping coolant out of the motor. I feel like there's 45 or 50 gallons in these small block Chevys. Anyway, we still need to address the wiring. There's some wiring up there in the corner. This is the kind of stuff we're talking about. You can see just in this ground wire to the electric fan, you have a splice. You have a splice right here. You got a house wire nut right here. The relay's actually hanging down here where it can get splashed with water from the front tire. So we're gonna go ahead and handle it. Now I see another splice right here. I purchased this painless kit. This is 3103. This is a automatic thermostat. Comes with a circuit breaker, adapter to put right in your intake manifold, relay housing. Very simple to wire up. This will turn the cooling fan on at 190 and off at 180. So automatic cooling fan, no more cooling fan running on the key. So I think I got this off Amazon. It was only 40 bucks or something, not bad deal. Still not having any luck with the radiator hoses. These things have gotten quite expensive. I don't know what I'm gonna do about that. I guess I'm gonna start calling street rod shops. Still gotta throw the fuel pump in. Fuel filter when we get back underneath to hook up the battery. And that's about it. Oh, we got the brand new tires to throw on it. We got the old tires here, which you can see. That looks great. However, if you go to the date code on the side of the tire, this tire is from 2000. 22 years old. Definitely not going to be using those. So this is the original distributor. I did not disconnect these at all. Going off what should have been number one. Being the longest plug. I put the new cap rotor in a baseless, but I did find, it's 1843 527 1843 5672 18. You know what I mean. These two, 3 and 4, are backwards, according to every manual I got. So we'll have to see what happens. It's not looking good. Set this out of the way. Drop. Ooh, it's hot. Yep, so there's that. Looks like we're going to be getting into the timing. Even though I didn't touch the timing, and I put the spark plug wires exactly the same way they were. Yeah. Swap it over here. So on these Chevys, this is your number 1 cylinder. She's way off. Way off. All right, so I pulled out my handy dandy 1980 Chilton, back when they were hardcover. Scroll over to the Malibu, Monte Carlo, and Nova section. Shows you the firing order, distributor cap rotation. Also says these motors like 10 degrees before top dead center. 6 degrees if you're in California. Well, we ain't in California. So, let me show you what's happening here. Handy dandy flashlight. You can see by my timing marks. Let's see that we are right on 0. I don't know what that mark is over there, but that is 0. So you would think that would translate to this one, since it points at the number 1. However, you look straight down in here, you see that the rotor button is pointed. Whoa, the rotor button. Oh, that's the advance. Okay, that scared me for a second. The rotor button is pointed at the heater core, if it had one. Meaning effectively right now, with the cap on, oh, I really hate HEIs. With the cap on in the right orientation, this would be your number 1 cylinder. However, your number 1 plug wire will not reach. So we're gonna have to pull the distributor out, rotate it around, and get this to be our number 1. Am I blinding you guys? Yeah. Get this to be our number 1 cylinder. So we can do our 184365 6572. 1843 6572. Right? Right? Right. See the little bit of steam coming out of the radiator there. She doesn't have any water in her yet, but I did hear the electric fan come on. That means the temp sensor's doing its job. Sounds pretty good with the new exhaust. I still don't understand how the car drove in here with the distributor 180 out. Like, I mean, you saw in episode 1, I drove it down the street, but anyway, we're gonna throw a timing line on it. We'll get it all freaking cleaned up. This is my favorite part because, well, this is not my favorite part, but this is the part I like to do. She's all done. Never fails. You can see the shop is quite packed at the moment. We are preparing to leave next week for No Name Nationals in Missouri. Little 13-hour drive to go drag racing, no big deal. But I'll give you a preempt on these parts. So what you're looking at is the entire Fat Man Fabrication street rod front end. You have a brand new engine, I'm sorry, not the engine, a brand new front suspension cradle, disc brakes, control arms, spindles, full rack and pinion setup, springs, shocks, everything we need to completely modernize the front suspension. And also in these big boxes back here is a complete Billet Specialties front runner system. It's got the black billet powder coated base. Everything that attaches to that is chrome chrome alternator, chrome AC compressor, yes. Air conditioning is in the future. Everything we need to dress up that car and make it safe and functional. And then as soon as we get back from No Name Nationals, we're planning on diving into this car. So everything from the firewall forward will come off. So there you have it. One more hot rod back in the hands of the owner. He's super stoked. He's gonna start enjoying it a little bit more. He's planning on passing that car down through the generations. We just wanna make sure it's safe for everyone.